Hey, what's up, guys? It's been a minute since I've made anything on here, but you guys will probably like some of the stuff I got today. So, I've been looking on several weather cams, I scan through every now and then. And I actually caught some pretty cool stuff here on, I think it's Puerto Rico. I'm not sure. But, yeah, some crazy weird stuff. I mean, look back here. Okay, we'll start with this. I've caught a bunch of these orbs, or like spheres, smaller spheres, hovering above the water, the ocean. This is way off in the distance. It's harder to see, but it also looks like there is another craft next to it, a saucer-like craft. And we'll try to get it. There's one here, and then right next to it, there is something hovering right next to it. And I don't think that's a cloud. It's very straight. And it looks almost like there's one next to it, but another one. But I'm not sure about that. But I do know that these two, there's a sphere, and there's something right here. And then behind there, there's a huge sphere. Oops, sorry. There's a sphere right there. I mean, you have these cloud ships everywhere behind them, but there's this big sphere. I don't know if it's a planet that they're hiding or a big ship. But when you back it up, you can see that sphere in the background. And then when you look over this horizon in the water, you can still see this thing hovering. Two things hovering next to it. And then there's another, I don't know if it's a boat or something on top of the water right there. But I thought that was pretty crazy. And then you could see these huge ships. And this metal. I mean, it pokes through the whole thing. You can see it everywhere poking through these clouds. I mean, this whole thing looks like a big window right here. There's a big window because you got the clouds covering, but the window's right there. Yeah. Or some, it's either a window or some metal, because it even goes up here. I think it actually comes down here. Then you got these clouds over it. But, I mean, these things are so big. And they're half invisible, so you can't really ever make out exactly the shape or anything. But you can see a lot of metal that's sticking out. And I think our cameras pick up this and reveal it a lot more because they're picking up IR and UV that our eyes don't. So, I wonder if that's a window or something. But anyways, moving on. This is the same image, but this is a different one. There was like 3 of them. And there's another big craft up here. You can see it where there's different colored types of clouds all mixed into one. Because they're putting out fog all the time. You can see some of the metal in the framework inside of there. But you can also, oh shit, sorry. Where were we? Right here. But yeah, down here we got these 3 orbs or spheres hovering. Damn it. Here's a closer shot. Look at that. You can see kind of metallic with the light shining off it. Same here. And same here. So we have 3 spheres sitting there hovering, and they're probably in a triangle. That's pretty crazy. And, wait a minute. This was another spot. I caught this cloud, and it was by the water, and there's all this disturbance from one of these cloud ships. You could see the metal sticking through. It's right above the water, and you could see, I darkened it up to try to see through the fog. You could see there is something coming up from, it's either going into the ocean or coming up from the ocean. Because look at this. Got framework, something. There's the water. And then, of course, it goes back. But there's something coming up. And you got all this mist trying to cover it. But then you see all this metal up here, too. So I don't know what's going on, really. But something definitely going on right there. Look at that. And this is the same webcam, same area. Wow, look at that. It looks like a demon face, or a gray right there with the eyes, the mouth. His head's like poking out of this this revealed area right here. It's exposed and looks like maybe maybe a gray's head or something. I'm not sure about that, but yeah, I thought this was definitely crazy, and that's what I was looking at. But we'll go see. This is the wider view. I mean, look at this cloud above it. Look at this thing. I mean, these aren't normal. But what really caught my eye was the disturbance right here. This is what was going on. Okay, and it's not just there, it's all over the place. But right here, it's definitely closer, and we could see something in the water coming up. And this is another close-up of a metallic cigar-shaped craft hovering above the ocean. Man, and I caught all this at the same time. Just probably about 20 minutes ago, I caught this. And you can see it's above the water. It's causing a electromagnetic disturbance right there. You can see the waves around it, the distortion, like pushing the energy around it. You can see that. Oops. I don't know which one's better to see it with. And then here's another one, but this one I was kind of confused. I don't know if it's a parachuter or ski parachute or whatever. I mean, it almost looks like open parachute, but in that, I can't tell if that's a boat or not. But I know the other ones weren't parachutes. This one maybe. I'm not totally sold, because it's just not good enough quality to tell. But that, I mean, with all the other orbs, it could easily be another sphere too, or whatever. But look directly above that, and you see the metal on this cloud craft right here, clear. I mean, this is clear framework of a ship directly above it. So therefore, I think it may be connected because all these spheres are showing up, like, right around these things. You can see metal sticking up all over the place on this. And it's just poking through. I mean, it's so clear. You can see the white and the cloud, and then the dark gray is like the metal. And you can see all this framework just poking out clear as day. I mean, you can see the inner workings. And then that is just, wow. Look at that. I think this is Costa Rica or something. Here's another huge ship behind the clouds. Look at this thing. I mean, just huge. And that's probably only part of it. Like, just a little part. You can see the metal. And the framework coming out here. How it's poking through. It's wild. I mean, it's got like a whitish shine and metallic to it, and then I don't know, it's really weird. And then under it, it's a darker grayer, and that's what's being revealed. Like, you see the white, and then under that, you see it like peeling back, and then you'll see the actual metal. And this looks like there's probably like multiple craft next to each other. But yeah, that's crazy. And then here's another disc that I think, or a cigar shape right there. Didn't it look like any cloud? Very straight edges. And then this one, I just thought it was cool because I caught a rainbow, the end of a rainbow. And I just thought it was weird. I mean, you see the rainbow come down, and it just stops. There's almost a double rainbow. But yeah, I just say that because I've never seen the end of a rainbow. Sorry guys, I dropped the phone. But yeah, this, you see the rainbow coming and it just stops. Yeah. Wow, look in the background here. There is something dark and huge. It's being covered. I mean, this thing. You see this like mist, and I always try to look through this stuff in the clouds after finding this stuff. I always try to look through it because I know there's always something behind it. I mean, you can see there is something behind this orange mist. Wow. There is something huge there. I mean, I'm sure it's that whole cloud. It's just coming uncloaked. This was another webcam. It was really bad quality, but I was seeing, what did I caught something really strange over here. I know it's hard to see, but it's definitely these ships inside of here. There's like this thing going up, and then under it, there's this like snake head, or a reptilian with a snake head. You can see the neck coming out. It's just under this flap right here. And it looks like he's looking out. It's almost like this flap opened and this snake head poked its head out. That's what I'm thinking it was. Because you could see that flap just open. This thing is sticking up almost like it was on a hinge or something. Just opened, and then this long-headed snake thing is poking out looking around or something. I thought that was really strange. But other than that, yeah, there's definitely hidden chips in here too, but it's just such bad quality. I don't even really bother with these cameras anymore unless it's something really cool. Well, I mean, you see these like square areas. Like, what is that? Oops. But you see this cloud over this area,